Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I am Jen and you're hanging out with me on Life with Jen. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how to tell if your hair needs protein or if it needs moisture. When I first started doing my hair naturally curly, I didn't know that there was such thing as a protein moisture balance. And when you have that protein moisture balance, it makes your hair beautiful, your curls bouncy, you're gonna have hardly any frizz, and it's just the balance that every curly girl needs in her hair routine. The first thing to think about when you're trying to decide whether your hair needs protein or moisture is first off to know your hair porosity. And your hair porosity is essentially grades, 1 being the lowest porosity, 2 being medium to high, and then when you get into the 3-4 category, that means that your hair is very high porosity. And how to tell if your hair is low, medium to normal, or high porosity is essentially looking back at your hair history and to see if your hair has ever been bleached, if it has always been color treated, if it has any type of coloring to it at all, or if your hair has never been color treated but it just has a little bit of damage. For me, I consider my hair low porosity, and the test that you can do for your hair to figure out what porosity it is to just take a section of hair and to spray water on that section of hair. And if you have droplets on your strands that are not being absorbed, then you have low porosity. If you have some droplets, but you can tell that your hair is taking up that water, then you have medium to normal porosity. And then if you spray your hair and instantly there are no droplets whatsoever, your hair has just completely sucked up all that water, then you know your hair is high porosity. I consider myself a low porosity because 1, when I do the spray test, there's droplets on my hair and they don't go anywhere. My hair has never been color treated. It's never been bleached. It's never been dyed in any way, shape, or form. I do have some damage, some heat damage, which really, when you think about it, heat damage compared to bleaching your hair is really nothing. So my hair is a low porosity. Another test you can try to figure out if your hair needs protein or moisture is called the Elasticity TEST. And you essentially just take one single strand of hair, and if you pull it tight and it has good stretch to it and it doesn't break or it doesn't stretch and keep stretching, then you know your hair has the perfect protein moisture balance. If you tug on that strand of hair and it immediately breaks, you need moisture. If you pull on that strand of hair and you can just keep pulling and pulling and pulling, and you let go and it doesn't bounce back, then you need protein. So it's really simple and easy to kind of figure out if your hair needs protein or moisture. And that's like the first step to figuring out your hair. If you already have products that you're using and you have had really great hair days, I would say you probably don't have to worry about protein moisture balance right now. But if your hair is starting to get really tangly, if it's looking extremely frizzy, if you're using products and it's just like your hair looks ridiculous, then you probably need to figure out if you need some more protein in your hair routine or if you need some more moisture. And a way that we can get that protein moisture balance in our hair routine is by the products that we use. Since my hair is low porosity, I don't need a ton of protein in my hair routine. For me, I have figured out that even if I use a shampoo and conditioner that have a ton of protein in it, my hair does not like all of that protein. It is too much protein for my hair. My hair is frizzy. My curls aren't curly. There's a lot of breakage. That's why I don't have to put a ton of protein in my hair routine, because I know that if I do too much, my hair already is gonna hate it. So I focus mostly on moisture. If I do need to incorporate some protein in my hair care routine, I will go for a shampoo that has some protein in it. And the really easy way to figure out if your shampoo and conditioner have protein in it is just to look on the back label. If anything says hydrolyzed, protein, keratin, strengthening, rebuilding, any of those words, it's gonna have protein in it. And you can look on the back, it'll say soy hydrolyzed protein or wheat protein, anything, any of those kinds of words, it is protein, and it's going to help restore and rebuild your hair. So when I look for products, when I know I'm gonna need protein, I look at the back label on a shampoo, because I know that's all my hair is gonna need because it is such a low porosity. I look at the back and I figure out how much of the protein ingredients there are. If there's only one or two, I could probably get away with using a shampoo and a conditioner that have protein in it. But if the shampoo has a ton of proteins in it, I know I only just have to use that one shampoo. Because if I use a shampoo and conditioner and then a leave-in that have all protein in it, it's not going to be a good hair day for me. So for lower porosity hair, you can absolutely get away with just using a shampoo and a conditioner that has protein in it for you to get a good protein moisture balance if your hair needs protein. For a medium to normal porosity hair, you can use a shampoo and conditioner and maybe one styling product. And for a high porosity hair, I would suggest using a shampoo and conditioner and several styling products that have a protein in it. So if you do the elasticity test on your hair and your hair just snaps, you pull it and it breaks immediately, you need moisture. And I feel like to find products that have, moisture in it, it's a lot easier to find than products that have protein in it, just because the words for adding moisture is a lot more easier to find. So on your products, you can use a shampoo and conditioner that have moisturizing, replenishing, helping with frizz, and all of your styling products. A lot of the products that I use are for dry hair, helps with frizz, or actually has moisturizing on the label. All of those products are going to help give your hair moisture. For a lower porosity hair, you are going to need your protein moisture balance is not going to be like 50-50. Your protein is going to be way less than your moisture, just because hair doesn't need as much protein as a higher porosity. For a higher porosity hair, you're going to use more products that have protein in it than maybe moisture, or an equal amount of each protein and moisture that's in your products that you will use every single wash day. For me, I haven't used protein in a shampoo in several months, and that's just my low porosity hair. Others might have a low porosity hair also, but might have to use a protein shampoo and conditioner once a month to keep their hair at that nice balance. So when you have finally figured out what your hair needs, what your hair porosity is, what your hair elasticity is, what products to use, how much of each product to use, if you have a low porosity hair or if you have normal to medium or high porosity, getting that protein moisture balance exact in your routine might take a little bit if you're still new to styling your hair curly or figuring out what products your hair likes. It's definitely going to be a trial and error thing just to figure out how much protein your hair likes and how much moisture your hair likes, and getting a good balance. But when you get a good balance, you're gonna know that you have a good balance, because you're gonna have really great hair days. Your hair is gonna be less frizzy, it's gonna be less tangly, your curls are gonna be very bouncy, you're gonna have shine. This is a really quick video. If you want to watch videos that are more in depth, I can leave 2 links in the description box below of 2 other curly hair YouTubers that give a really, really good in-depth video of your protein moisture balance. This is kind of just a quick version of those videos to kind of just clump it all up and not make it sound so complicated, but it's really not that complicated when you do get into your protein moisture balance. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what other videos you would love to see. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you want to be included in the picking the video of the week process. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click the bell, turn on all your notifications so you get notified whenever I upload videos, which will be every single Friday. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I will be seeing you in the next one.